He wisely lets that one bounce. The back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Manning. Pulls it in, it's Gibson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Quick release on the RPO. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Using his legs, it's Gibson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. To throw, it's Manning.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball.
Touchdown, Longhorn! He found some open space and turned on the jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the inside kid. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? LSU right back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Got a man, it's Watkins. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. put something together on this drive. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rush is on him. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Under fire. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Tripped up for the tackle. LSU quick to the line. Johnson looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, Next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for...
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Now from inside the red zone. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Longhorn! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Texas.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Number 17.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Johnson wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That keeps the score. Texas, 48. LSU, 20.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Texas.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. And he's still running after the move. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Shakes off the defender. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
17 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
That was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to buy time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably...
Snags it inside the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing right. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Power ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Texas.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Back to pass, it's Manning. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my call.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these... He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Here comes the 2-point try. Johnson wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Texas, 63. LSU.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Kick this one away. Texas.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Turning